Hey, so Jamar, you were just telling me about a show that you
So it's called the Devil's Hour, right? It's up on a level like again, like I'm saying, like the parallel universe and other things as well. You know what I'm saying? So the first episode I started watching it, I'm like, okay, I'm getting it as there's things that we can see. Like, what if there's people that exist in our realm, but they function as if they can also see the parallel universe or another dimension. So there's a kid on there, right? They think he's slow or something wrong with him. He spaces out, he zones out, he does things. And that's what I was getting at. Like, damn, like, what if this kid, there's nothing wrong with the kid, but everything he sees are things that we don't see.
So they don't explain what's wrong with Lil Man?
I think he gets to it.
Okay.
I just haven't gotten there yet. I actually just started the first episode today, bro.
You bringing up that Devil's Hour. I recently had a conversation with someone because I like diving into stuff like this. She was telling me about how she's always kind of had nightmares as a kid, and it used to wake her up out of her sleep. Recently, she woke up out of a nightmare, but she had sleep paralysis, so she couldn't move. But she looked around. She was looking at her room, but things were different. Like the layout and everything is hers, but there are aspects of the room that are actually different. Yeah, you bring that up made me think of that. I'm like, yo, Jay, she was tapped into something.
Hey, bro. I be thinking like the people I be seeing on the street, like talking to random people and like flipping out. What if they up on something that we don't know?
For real,
they look crazy to us, but they might be knowing they might be a little somewhere else.
Yeah.
No, for real, having heated debates with somebody, with a council of people.
Yeah. hey, sorry, Bob. It came up. It came up, dog.
Damn, am I about to go deep right now? Are we about to go deep right now real quick?
Hey, let's do it.
Okay, so check this out.
Why not?
When we sleep, we already transcend somewhere. When you close your eyes, you wake up, you're in another realm when you dream. So how is that not possible? And if I think it's possible, it would be through the mind. If it was ever to happen, it would happen through the mind. What y'all think about that? I've always thought about that, and I just never voiced it on here. If we ever was to transcend, it would be through the mind to another universe or a parallel or some type of universe. I think
power of the mind. Yeah, I agree with that.
That would be the way we do it. It's not necessarily like a machine or even back in time. It will be something that we hook to our own mind that takes us back.
Because I could say there's been a couple dreams I've had, some bizarre ass dreams, zombie apocalypse type shit. But I remember having the dream and I was borderline waking up, but I was still in a dream. But now I'm actually like controlling what I'm doing for a momentary amount of time.
You can control what the fuck you see you can control your dreams?
It's happened a couple times. Yeah.
I've never done that. Have you been able to do that, Jamar?
I know exactly what he's saying. I've experienced that a few times, bro.
Y'all been able to y'all can control y'all dreams?
I've experienced that a few times. And then I've experienced this too. Have you experienced this? You know how you wake up from a crazy dream, but you can't get back to it? Because you're trying to like, damn, what was about to happen? The conclusion.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But watch this. I've experienced this where I was able to like literally go back to it like at will though. Like you like wake up and be like, all right, back to it. You know what I'm saying? like
oh wow.
Like
I don't think
and it freaked me out though. Because it's like
one time I had Beyonce, I was like, nigga, man, I just woke up. I'm being dead serious. It was Beyonce, nigga. And I couldn't get back to it. I was so mad. Y'all think it's going to be a device, or y'all think we're going to be able to hit dimensions from within the mind?
I think it'd be the like added influences.
Yeah, something that can amplify.
Exactly. Yeah.
The power of the mind.
Exactly.
So you think we're gonna need a device? I don't think we're gonna have.
Well, I think the thing is, I think if it comes to that, I believe it's already doing it. It's still to make us think to rely on the outer source when it's actually within.
If we were to do it without any devices, I honestly think it'd be through the power of meditation. Because if you've ever tried to sit and meditate, but if you've ever tried to sit and meditate, that shit is not easy. It takes a lot of
Oh,
concentration.
it's not.
Yeah, to actually get into a meditative state. So I think that would be one of the primary ways we can actually achieve that transcendence.
So
No,
my nephew brought up something to me. He was like he's scared to get into deep meditation because he feels like he wants to look in self, because he feels like if he was to try to do anything else, he's leaving his canvas open for the taking, if you believe in that thing. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was interesting when he was telling me that, because I done got pretty good at meditation over the years, and I could do some shit, nigga. I could see what he's saying, because that's what's gonna do it. So you can literally bust a nut in your dream without being touched.
Yeah, you can.
So that just shows the power of it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes. But that's but see, that's the thing though. When you start getting into deep meditations or deep prayers, tapping into that realm and everything, there is always something that makes you not want to stay in that state of presence. You know what I'm saying? When you're entering it, when you're beginning it, because that's abnormal for you. And then at the same time, there is a fear of, how long will I stay in this? Like, what'll happen if I stay in this? I can understand little cousin being like that. I can understand that because he's never experienced that. We're programmed to think that something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But we're energetic beings. We're supposed to be tapped into that type of source.
Yeah.
Hey, I think so too.
I don't think going into a strong state of meditation like that would actually leave our canvas open for any sort of damage or anything to take over. I'm gonna share something with y'all. I haven't told very many people, but it's probably the scariest shit I've ever experienced.
Let's get it. It's almost Halloween. It's the month of October, nigga. It's coming up. Let's go. Nigga.
So, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is when I feel like you would actually be vulnerable. So this was back when I was doing graphic design with Budweiser, when I was working with them. It was spring training season, and we had so much work to do, and nigga, my stress levels were high as fuck. For an entire week straight, I woke up at 3 a.m. on the dot every day. That shit scared the fuck out of me, because 3 a.m. is the hours of the dead. That started making me feel vulnerable, and I was like,
I never heard of that before.
The hours of 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. is like the hours of the dead. So when that shit was happening to me, I was like, oh no.
Is there a story behind the hours of the dead? What the fuck does that mean? Like that's when they what?
That's when the hours of like spirits, ghosts, demons are the most active.
Okay, gotcha.
That's when you experience them the most around those times. That's when it's like, that's when they on the prowl.